YouTube does not need two things. One, it does not need another vlogger, and it doesn't need another multi-channel network, right? So we wanted purposely to put the topic as the star of a video. So if you're watching top 10 Depeche Mode songs or top 10 scenes...
I think this is what killed the channel. Unironically, I think like his aversion to giving the channel any sort of identity is the exact thing that ended up killing his content. Is it's like, I bet people would still watch WatchMojo if they had any sort of connection to it. But beyond like brief, like flashes of nostalgia, there's nothing to latch on to, right? WatchMojo doesn't have any sort of personality where you can be like, oh, I wonder how they're doing now. You know what I mean? Like there's no, it's entirely impersonal, which is, I don't understand like why they took it to such an extreme. Because like Mr. Beast applies the same mindset, right? Mr. Beast has talked about like how he tries to keep his stuff as like devoid of personality as possible. So it's as marketable as possible. So there is no entry to barrier. So anybody from like any culture or any mindset or whatever can watch his stuff and be like, they can enjoy it, you know? But with Mr. Beast, he's still a guy with a face, you know? He's still recognizable. He still literally is a person. WatchMojo is like Mr. Beast, but without having a person. So it's like there is no identity to latch onto, even if it is like a soulless, sorry, Mr. Beast, soulless skinwalker. Yeah, like there's literally nothing to latch onto. He's a personal brand versus a corporation. Yeah. WatchMojo is dying because they were a slop trough and they were outcompeted by TikTok, more optimized slop. No, I disagree. I think WatchMojo died because they didn't have anything that would keep people coming back to them personally. There was no reason to be loyal to WatchMojo. That's what killed them. It wouldn't matter if TikTok was outcompeting them in the production of slop, because they already had a foot in the door. They already had an audience. They already had people that could keep coming back to them. But they were unable to keep people coming back to them because there is no identity to latch onto. That's how they were able to lose their audience. It's the same thing with like, you can apply this to like VTubers, right? You'll have a VTuber, even if another VTuber comes along that makes technically better content, you're still attached to the VTuber that you watch, right? Most of the time anyways. Like you might also enjoy other VTubers. People can come and go. If they're like, you're not going to forget the person that you were watching before, right? There's very strong like brand loyalty for VTubers. And part of that is because like we're people, right? Like we have a face that you can remember. We have personality. We have lives that you can impart part of yourself onto, right? You can project onto, or you can feel seen by. You know, there's a personal development there. And the same thing applies with Mr. Beast in the same way of like Superman, you know, or Bella Swan. He can be like a self-insert for people, or like if they want him to be, or he's just like a familiar face. He's a comfort character. He's somebody that they can recognize. And when they put on his video, they know exactly what they're going to get because every fucking Mr. Beast video is the exact fucking same. But WatchMojo doesn't have that. There's not even one set announcer. If WatchMojo had just one voice, like that could be something, right? People could get attached to the voice, but they can't get attached to the voice because there's a bunch of different voices. There's a bunch of different narrators. There's nothing to latch on to. If Mr. Beast did not have himself in his content, I don't think he would be as successful as he is. I think people like, even if he is like devoid of personality and kind of a soulless husk, people like that. People can recognize that. People can feel like a sense of familiarity. It's the same thing with like Darman content. People, like the people that unironically watch Darman, when they see Darman come on screen, they're like, oh my God, it's Darman. Darman is like the thread that weaves through all of his slop content and creates like some level of familiarity that makes people get more attached to his content than they might compare to some other slop content. And that's why I think, anyways, and thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That is why I think WatchMojo died, because there's literally no face to associate the brand with. There was no one singular brand mascot. Yeah, even if they had a mascot, honestly, even if they had like a little cute little mascot critter, I think that could have helped a lot. But they didn't have anything. WatchMojo was just a product. There was Voice Lady. Yeah, but she's just one of many of the voices that were on WatchMojo. The logo is literally a face, but it doesn't register as a face. It's not a living entity.
Mwah! Mwah! Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, bye-bye.